Welcome back. In this video, I want to talk about Neo Financial's new tiered membership program. They used to offer a premium service, but they've since got rid of that and now introduced this new tiered membership program. And so I thought I'd dive a little deeper into these and talk about what they are, how much they cost, how to get them for free, and are they worth it in the end to pay for. If you've watched any of my videos before, you know that I'm always searching for savings accounts that offer some of the highest interest rates at some of the lowest fees. And you'll know that I've bounced back and forth between Wealthsimple, Neo Financial, and EQ I do love these three Fintech companies. They do offer some of the highest interest rates while offering no fees. And one of the things that I do really love about these is that they allow me to open 8 to 10 different savings accounts all within one. If you look at this screenshot here, you can see how my Neo Financial account is currently set up. You can see that I have my spending account and I have 10 savings accounts here, and I have blacked out the numbers there for privacy. Now recently, Neo did introduce their tiered membership program, so let's dive into that right now. So here on their website, if you scroll down a little, you can see the three different tiers that they are offering. You can see here the Essentials, the Build, and the Grow, and each one offers different benefits. And so you can see here that the savings rate, if you just have the Essentials, that is free for everybody. You start with a base rate of 2.25%, which is a really good interest rate. Currently, it is one of the higher ones. You can get higher out there, but it is one of the better ones. If you go to the Build, you can see here that you can get the Build for $0 up to $8 per month. And you can see the Grow, you can get for $0 up to $13 every month. And with that comes higher interest rates. So you can see if you go with the Build program, you get 2.5% interest rate. And if you go with the Grow, you can get an interest rate of 3%. With the Grow, you do get premium support. So if you do call their customer service and you tell them you're with the Grow program, you do get to skip the line ahead of others. And you do get that support a lot faster than with the other two membership tiers. You can see with the Build and the Grow programs, you get credit score monitoring. And you can see a screenshot here of the credit score monitoring. You can see your credit score, what affects your credit score, all that sort of stuff. You can see that my payments are 99% on time. I recently canceled a credit card and forgot to change over one of the credit card numbers from one of my bills, and I was able to take care of that. You can see here in the Build and the Grow membership tier that they have the credit builder tool and the secured credit limit. These two work sort of hand in hand. What you can do is if you're building your credit score and you can't get a credit card or something like that, what you can do is give Neo a security deposit. So the minimum is $50. So let's say you gave them $50. They will give you a credit card with a $50 credit limit, and you can use that card to build your credit. And the credit builder tool will then give you suggestions on how to build your credit score. It'll give you offerings like how much you can use, when to make payments, and all that sort of stuff. And if you wanted a higher credit limit, you could give, say, a $100 deposit, and that would give you a $100 credit limit. If you ever canceled the card, they would give you that deposit back. So that $50 or that $100 that you gave to Neo, you would get that money back. And if you have been good with your credit card, they will reward you after 3 months. I believe it was 3 months. You can opt into a higher credit limit no matter what your deposit was at the beginning. So if you put down a $50 deposit and you made your payments on time and you started building your credit, they will reward you and up it. Let's say it's now $100. You don't have to put any more security deposit down. Your credit limit will just automatically go up based on your good habits. A nice thing with the Build and the Grow here as well is that if you take money out of any ATM across Canada, they will reimburse those fees. So they do not have physical ATM machines. So I could go to, say, CIBC and take out money there, and CIBC will charge me $3.50, and Neo would reimburse me for that. And you can see that all three tiers offer the spending tracking. That's really nice. Free everyday transactions. That's one of the reasons I like to bank with them. There are no fees for anything. And one thing that I'm really looking forward to is for the Grow, you get free foreign exchange conversions. So we could go to Mexico, pay for something in Mexican pesos and they would reimburse those foreign exchange fees that was charged by my card. Now you can see here that you can get some of these tiers for free. There's two ways to get these memberships for free. So the first, if you have $5,000 in your savings accounts, then you get the Build membership tier for free. And if you have over $20,000 in all of your savings combined, then you can get the Grow membership at no cost. So that $13 per month would be waived if you had more than $20,000 with Neo. And the other way to get the memberships for free, if you have the World Elite MasterCard with Neo or with Cathway, then you can boost up one tier. So if you were in the Essentials and you got the Neo World MasterCard, then you could bump up to the Build for free. And if you were already in the Build and you got the MasterCard, then you could bump up to the Grow for free. So essentially, you can get these for free. You can go into the Build tier for free if you have $5,000 or more with Neo, and you can get into the Grow tier if you have $20,000 or more with Neo. So how does Neo stack up against EQ and Wealthsimple? Well, fairly good. You can see the base interest rates. Neo does have some of the highest. EQ Bank is at 1%, Wealthsimple is at 1.25%, and Neo is at 2.25%. With all three of these banks, you can increase your interest rate. So with EQ Bank, you can go up to 2.75% if you get your paycheck directly deposited into the EQ account. And Wealthsimple has their tiers. So if you are a core premium client, then you can get 1.75%. So that just means that you have more than $100,000 with Wealthsimple. And if you have more than $500,000 with Wealthsimple, you're a generation client and you can get 2.25%. And again, with Neo, you can get 2.5% if you have $5,000 or more, or 3% if you have $20,000 or more. And you can see here that at EQ and Wealthsimple, you can open 8 accounts. I do have a grandfathered account with EQ, so I do have 10 accounts open with them, and Neo allows you to open 10. So Neo does stack up really well against these other two banks. I get that EQ and Wealthsimple offer some things that Neo does not. So if you're interested in GICs or investing or something like that, you might want the other accounts as well. So the interest rates are good with Neo. Is it worth spending these $8 per month or the $13 per month to increase the membership tier? In my opinion, it is not. I think if you treat all of these other benefits as a nice perk as you put more money into Neo, then it's worth it. But to pay the money, it is not worth it. I do have a referral link in the description below. If you click on the link to open your account, then we will both get $10 each if you open a savings account. And if you apply for the MasterCard while using that link, then I will get $50 and you will get $25. It is not one of the best referral links, but free money is free money, and it does offer some of the highest interest rates that you can find. I hope this video has been informative and has helped you see if the tiers are worth it for you. And if you've enjoyed this video and would like to stay informed of some of my other ones, please like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day.